Welcome to the Scary Spirits Podcast. Please be advised that the presenters may use adult language and or discuss adult situations. This podcast is not intended for younger listeners or those that may be easily offended. So, if you're ready, let's go.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Greg.
Hi, everyone. I'm Karen.
And welcome to, Scary Spirits Reviews.
Yes. Woo!
One
Something new.
One of our little special episodes where we review a film which is in theaters now or currently streaming, and we're not going to spoil it for you.
We're just going to yammer on about it.
But this is even a more different one because it's actually a more different one. Yeah. It's actually like a series.
Well, we had to do it. It's called The Bondsman. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's a demon hunter, basically. How could we not?
Apparently. So we've each watched the first episode starring Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to check it out and see if we watched the first episode, would we watch the rest of it? That was our toe in the water thing we're doing here. So I only watched the one. Did you watch more than that?
I just watched the one.
Okay. So that was just kind of as horror enthusiasts, would we keep going with it? That's kind of where we're coming from on this. Do you want to say what you liked and what you didn't like, or did...
Well, first of all, we should say, I guess it's a bondsman who was murdered.
I bet there's
brought back to life by the
plot
devil
summary
to
I
hunt
can
demons. All right?
Yeah.
That's what I gathered from the first episode.
Okay, let me put it a little bit more succinctly. The Bondsman follows Hub Holleran, a murdered bounty hunter resurrected by the devil to capture escaped demons. Hub is tasked with returning demons to hell while also grappling with his past, rediscovering his musical talent, and trying to rebuild his life and relationships, especially with his family. As he hurts demons, he also uncovers the reasons why he was condemned to hell and explores his own sins. Ooh, deep.
Yeah. Each episode's about a half hour, it looks like. And there are 8, I guess, in the first season. First season is playing now, streaming now. You can watch them all, included with Amazon Prime.
Right.
Might have some ads in there, but it's included.
Yeah, and the first one, which, like we said, we both watched, is kind of the backstory a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting into the meat of it, but you're finding out who the main character is and what's going to happen. They set it up pretty well, I'd say.
They did. They had some good effects, too, so I'm curious to see if they shot their wad in episode 1.
Didn't look like it, because at the end of episode 1, there's kind of like a preview for things that are coming, which I think I liked better than episode 1, but that was just me. So I can tell you, I'll start with my impression. I mean, I like Kevin Bacon. So, I mean, that's a plus for me. I like the storyline. Of course, I'm going to like that. It's something that I would watch. I'd at least check out no matter what. So I like Kevin Bacon. I like the story. Having watched it, to me, it's filmed like True Blood was filmed, but it also has this supernatural, if you've watched that, which I watched a fair amount of, where the two brothers are demon hunters or supernatural creature hunters. The first couple seasons I thought were my favorite just because they had a weekly story about a different type of demon and they would explain what it was and how to kill it, which I liked. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a little bit like that, if there are going to be different types of demons or if they're just going to come at just demon after demon after demon. I'd like them to be different because, I like to learn.
I get the feeling from the previews that they are different demons. And this is a very familiar story to me. I mean, this is It just feels very familiar to me. Like it's been done.
I don't think it's that unique, but they could make it unique depending on how it plays out. I mean, I have a couple concerns. Like, how much is he going to sing? Like, is it going to be a lot of
Well,
country?
I'll say in the first episode, I liked the music in the first episode.
Jennifer Nettles, I think, is in it, is his wife, and she's a famous
Ex-wife.
country. Yes, sorry, ex-wife. She's a famous country singer. So the music is good. Well,
Okay.
she was singing Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah, she
So,
was. But I was not really specifically talking about that music, but just the music in the songs they use and
oh, yeah.
throughout the whole thing.
But again, so Supernatural kind of does that too. Plays older rock music, which I like, obviously. The cast looks good to me. Everybody looks good. They did a good Batman explaining. They had someone from hell come up and basically tell him what was happening. His mom seems like a pistol, like she didn't seem too phased
She
at
she's
all.
a God-fearing woman who cusses a lot.
Yes. But she didn't seem surprised that her kid would be in hell necessarily, or I don't know. She seems like she's going to be a good character. I think the only concern I had watching it, and I'm going to say up front, I really liked it, and I probably will watch the rest of it, are the demons. So in Supernatural, they travel all over the place, right? Because things happen in certain areas and they go check it out and see if it's some sort of supernatural thing. Or is this going to be like Jessica Fletcher in Murder She Wrote, where my dad would always say when my mom was watching it, well, I would never live in Cabot's Cove or whatever it was because everybody gets murdered there. So is this going to be where all these demons just come to this one town for some reason and he only hunts in his town? Or is he going to go? Because why would, unless there's a portal there and they're all coming out the portal and he's got to find them or something like that.
Oh, we know these in Georgia, and there is the song, the devil went
Right.
down to Georgia.
But is it going to be like only in his,
I
because
wonder
it
if
is a
that'll be in
small
it.
town. Oh, that'd be nice. But it looks like a one stoplight town, basically, that he lives in. And he is a bail bondsman. I kind of would like it better if he traveled a bit, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I wrote it looks fun. I thought they did a good job in episode one of giving us the backstory and leaving us kind of wanting more, right?
Yeah, and he's definitely a flawed character. He
He's
doesn't
an
come,
anti-hero.
yeah, he doesn't come across as, the church going type like his mom. There's some gore and blood, like, I mean, he's killed in the first, what, 5 minutes or something?
Yeah. And apparently, Karen, the Boston Red Sox are important.
Yeah, did they beat the Braves or something?
Probably.
I don't know, in some important game and they hold a grudge. The mom mentions it too.
Braves haven't been good in a long time, but don't hold that against us, Atlanta listeners.
Maybe it just shows he's a Yankee.
But he's not a Yankee fan, Karen. He's a masshole, probably, because he's from Boston.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't get it. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Well, he's not, well, a Yankee masshole if you're from the South. He's the guy, he's Kevin Bacon's ex-wife's new boyfriend. He's the bar owner or whatever. But it's a recurring thing, the Boston Red Sox, for some reason.
Yep. And I said earlier, Karen, that this felt familiar to me. It put me in the mind of a TV series from back in 2007, Karen. You remember 2007?
Jeez. I don't
On,
know.
on the
Probably.
CW called Reaper.
Oh, well, I think people have mentioned that. Yeah. What was that about? Same thing?
No, it was this is not a Reaper episode, but it was basically a young married couple. The husband got sick. They made a deal with the devil that their firstborn would do his bidding or whatever. So, and they intended not to have kids to, put it to the devil, but they ended up having a kid. And so when he reaches 21, he has to become the Grim Reaper, basically. He's collecting souls which escaped from hell.
Oh, so he's not collecting people who just pass away.
No, souls who escape from hell. And it's kind of a horror comedy, which I feel like this is kind of going to be. There's some comedic elements in it.
There's definitely sarcasm. I think it's darker humor than
Yeah, dark humor. Well,
they don't really stop and
that's what you do when you're doing a TV
well,
show, a horror
some of the
comedy
old
about
movies
demon
don't really have.
hunting and
Yeah, but he doesn't. There's no deal made. He just is chosen in
true.
this.
That is. It is a little different, but when I said it felt familiar, that's what I was thinking of.
I'm sure there's kind of been multiple shows.
Yeah, I mean, there was Preacher, which is based on a comic, which is not quite the same, but same feel. There was another one too. Well, you mentioned
Supernaturals.
Supernatural.
It's not the same story, but they hunt demons and things. So
And you can even put Lucifer in that, the TV show Lucifer. So, I mean, he's actually Lucifer, but he's still punishing the bad people, which is what the devil does, Karen.
yes.
He ain't so bad. He just punishes the bad.
I wonder if you get double whammy if you get caught and sent back.
Oh, I'm sure you do, Karen. If I was the devil,
It's
that's
not
what
like
I
you can
would
kill
do.
yourself or something.
I'd punish you double. That's what I would do. All right, Karen, what else? Anything else?
No, I'm sure it's very similar to other things like you've mentioned, but some cinematography looks pretty good. Like it's gritty. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's got a gritty feel
the first one was pretty good. Like I said,
and
there's special effects. I hope they didn't like
blow
ruin
their
their
wad on the
budget.
first one.
Yeah, yeah, but it looks promising, I would say.
Yeah, and there's a little family drama in there, and it looks like there's going to be a character arc maybe. Overall, I'm very interested in watching the rest of them. Are you?
I probably will.
Like I said, I hope there's some
I only
stories
have so
behind it
many
or
hours in
something.
the day, Karen, to watch TV. So
It's true. That's true for everyone, though.
it is.
But if I put down my phone and stop doom scrolling, I bet I'd have time because I tend
Well,
to do that.
well, you could watch it on your phone, Karen, on
I know,
Amazon
true. Instead
Prime
of,
Video.
trying to make myself go to sleep at night doom scrolling, which is the worst thing to do, but I still do it anyway sometimes.
I've not heard that term, but we can leave that for another episode.
Okay. I give it a thumbs up. I'm in.
I do too. So
I think I'll probably watch the first season totally
yeah,
through and see
it's 4 hours.
would I watch season two? We'll see. But will I watch
Yeah,
season one? Yes.
depends.
I won't give up on it if I don't like the next episode. I'm probably going to go through to the end because I like to give things time to work out. Figure out what works
Oh,
and
I
what
know.
doesn't.
Every time I get a new CD, because I still buy physical CDs, Boys and Girls, I have to. Well,
Wow.
then I rip them onto an MP3. Then I put them on my thumb drive and put it in my car. So there you go. They should just sell thumb drives with the music on it, and I'd buy every one.
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah, I give it a couple weeks, like on nonstop in my car for a couple weeks, a whole album, and then I decide whether I like it or not. Unless it's really bad, and then I only give it one.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, I don't think this is going to be that though. I'm intrigued enough with the first episode that I think it's going to be watchable till the end.
And
But I'm pretty lenient.
and
It's kind of up our alley.
and you said you liked Kevin Bacon, and I like Kevin Bacon too.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan, but I don't dislike him for any
I,
reason.
I, ki- I
I've liked things he's been in.
Yeah, and from what I've seen in, on Instagram and whatnot about how he is in regular life, he's okay guy.
Yeah, seems to be.
Hell, he's been married to the same woman for a long time. That says something right there.
We're not sure what, but it says something.
Well,
I know, I'm just kidding. I agree. I'm in. I'll watch, like I said, I'll watch the season. I'm not going to give up after one or two episodes. I like the first one. If I don't like two and three, I'll probably go through to the end. I'll usually give up at the end of a season. I don't generally, I see it through to the end.
You're not
Even
a quitter, Karen.
well, even if I'm reading a book and it's slow and I'm like, no, give it time, give it time. I just finished one that I kept thinking was going to get better and it never did. But I finished it because I keep hoping, it's going to round that turn. It's going to get better.
How's that Dracula read going, Karen?
I just got a book that starts on May 3rd and you read along with the journals.
Okay.
Because they start like May 3rd, I think he starts. And so you read a certain amount every night. And I'm going to try it. So there.
Okay. I don't understand, but okay.
As the journals are written, it
Oh, so
starts
you read, so Dracula starts May 3rd, I assume then. I don't
something
remember.
like that. I'm
And
not
then
sure I'm correct on the
you just
date, but
read
yes.
every journal's entry once a,
Yes.
okay, that kind of makes sense.
And it's in the first couple are very short and then it starts to get a little longer. So we'll see, but I'm giving this a chance because I think I haven't been able to do it any other way. So I'm hoping
Okay,
it's going to
good.
take a commitment.
I know we have more Dracula films to come, so
Right.
so maybe I should push them back until you're finished. How long does this not
Oh, I think it's a long time.
oh, does it go all the way to May 3rd of next year? Is it like a
Probably.
year of journal entries?
I don't know.
All right, I don't remember. If only I had it sitting right next to me. Oh, November 1st
Is
is the
when it
last
ends.
entry, yeah. And
Oh,
it's a long one. They do get longer, so I guess we can't do another Dracula film until November. I got all the way to 23rd of September. 14, 15, and 16 are all the same diary entry chapters. Oh, 17 is too. And then chapter 18, we go to September 30th. So there you go. All right, Karen, 2 thumbs up.
check it out. Yeah.
Is that one cocktail each?
I don't know. We can't really say yet
Okay.
because I think it needs to be judged on its whole series.
Okay. Anything we need to cover?
No, just if you watch it, let us know what you think. I'm curious if you've watched the whole season or if you just watched the first one and quit or what your thoughts and suggestions are. So you can email us at info@scaryspirits.com and let us know.
But don't spoil it for us, boys and girls. Unless you put spoilers
Spoiler
in your
alert.
email. All right.
Or maybe they have a favorite episode or something. We could see. I don't know.
I feel like they kind of have to watch them in order, but we'll see.
No, I know, but I like some, you like some episodes better than others. I'd like to see, we'll watch to the end and then we'll see what you like and which one I liked. And hopefully it's not the first one. Hopefully they get better.
All right. Anyone you need to thank this week?
Well, we always thank our listener. There's a lot of podcasts out there. Thank you for spending time with us. What about you, Greg? You want to thank anyone?
We always thank verse 13 too for providing all the music in the Scary Spirits podcast.
Because the music makes the podcast better.
That's what I hear, Karen.
Every week you hear that. Go check it out. And please drink responsibly.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to the Scary Spirits podcast, where the movies might be iffy, but the drinks are always solid. We would love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Scary Spirits Podcast, or go to our website, scaryspirits.com. And if you want the direct line, email us at info@scaryspirits.com. If you really want to help us out, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. And remember, always drink responsibly. See you next week.